All right, guys. So I want to show you how I actually shoot my videos. I know most of you have been asking me, how do you manage to shoot your videos? How do you get the blur background? How do you do everything? So that's what I want to show you on this video. Now, let us start. First of all, look at this fan is rotating. So what do I do first? I go and turn it off because it's going to disturb the video. It's going to make this video to have some distraction and noise. And secondly, it might be disturbing my voice as I'm speaking. So what am I going to do first? I'm going to turn it off. So now I want to show you typically how this place will look like if there is no light. And the one thing I make sure is I have enough light. So let us dive in. Now, okay, I turn this off. I turn this light off. So now, do you see how this place look like? So anytime I want to shoot, I make sure there is enough light. Now let us bring back the light. So you will compare, right? Now, the light is on. This is the first light. This is the second. And I use this. I use this LED light. You understand? If I on this light, you are going to see how bright this light is. Anytime I'm using it, it's going to make the whole atmosphere to be white. I don't know if you're getting my point. So even if you are shooting with a budget phone, your phone don't have that high camera quality, you can just buy light, buy enough light. If your environment is lit, your video is going to be lit. All right, so let me show you another light. So this one too is ring light. So this is where I put my phone. This is where I put my phone if I want to shoot. Don't worry, I'm going to show you the full setup of how I normally do it. This is where I put my phone, and I will equally use the light from this ring light. So now, after that, then this is my mic, all right? So this is how I set it. So I'm looking for this thing I added here. Let me show you. So this thing, I can remove this. I can remove this, All these things are just construction because when I'm done with my studio, I don't think I will be making use of these things again, all right? So it's still under process, but this is a normal phone tripod, all right? So then this is handheld. This is not mic. This is the main mic. So this is the main mic. So if I bring this mic, I'm going to turn it on. Then I clip it here. This is how I shoot my video. The process I take before I produce one video. So I clip it here, and then this. I can remove this filter, or I can leave it, then use it like this. With this, you are not going to have any noise. After that, this particular thing is removable, but I'm not going to remove it for the sake of this video. I don't want this video to be too long. So I put it like this. So this is exactly how it's going to look like. Then here, I will just keep this thing on the floor. This thing will serve as my microphone. So this is how I use my mic to achieve a quality sound. As you can see, the fan is no longer rotating. So we now have a pure clean background. Now, this is just normal, the lights here. I've not added the ring light. And I've not added this. So now, what else do? I will check the channel that I'm shooting for, So if I'm shooting for Jazzy Nation TV, this portrait, this is my logo, Jazzy Nation TV. So I'm going to put it here. That is when I'm shooting for Jazzy Nation TV. Then if I'm shooting for Jazzy Studios, studios, then I'll put this portrait here. So that is how you will be seeing them in my videos. And I don't do without these two things. This is for my scripting. I use this to script my videos, then I place it somewhere so that as I'm recording, if I want to miss line, I will just go back to my script and continue. So that is how I shoot my videos. So now I want to do the setup. So I'm going to show you the results, the before and the after, so you will know how I shoot my videos and equally achieve the blur background. And secondly, now if you watch this background, this wall is not close, it's far. Can you see it? The wall is far from me. So if I come very close to this wall, I'm not going to achieve that background, that blur background. So what do? I shift a bit. This is my chair, So I shift a bit from the wall. If I shift a bit from the wall, then I see it. Automatically, the wall will blur. Then I can use the editing app and adjust the blur and everything. So that is how I achieve that blur background. All right, so now let us do the setup. So here is the light. I plug this light. All right, then I on. Woo! So this is how I keep this light here to bring more brightness. So this light will give me more brightness. All right, okay, we can achieve more brightness. Then I keep this here. My mic, I've already told you the mic is inside. Okay, so this mic, this is how I shoot my videos. Now, so can you see it? I will just use this as my mic, so I won't have to be touching the mic. And I don't like clipping. I don't like to clip it. All right. So this mic first. Then the second thing is the ring light. The ring light is going to be here. The ring light is going to be here. Then the time I started my content, this is the phone I was using to shoot, my iPhone 7. Even till now, sometimes I would just feel like shooting with it because the camera is still sharp, But now I don't use it again to shoot my videos, but I still love it, This is one of the best phone iPhone have produced. Look at this phone now. You see? So if I even if I decide to shoot with this phone, I will still come up with a good picture quality because I have enough light. Light is the main thing. So I'm using my old iPhone 7 for this experiment. If even the camera quality is sharp, which means I can still shoot with this phone and I will achieve a good camera quality. So if I set this like this, then what else am I going to do? I power the ring light. All right. So this is my power bank. I use this power bank to power the ring light. I power the ring light. Are you seeing it? We have an extra light. So this is an extra light. As you can see, if you watch, my face is more bright now. Are you seeing me? So that is how I shoot my videos. When I come here, I arrange the mic, my phone. If you can see here, this particular phone is the one capturing me, and this one is recording my voice. Then I will have my notes. Anything that I want to talk about, I will have everything listed here. That is how I shoot my videos. Then I'm not going to forget to put the particular frame or portraits that I'm using. If I want to shoot for Jazzy Nation TV, this is what I will use. Okay, yes, it's like this. You see? So this is what I'm going to. This is what I normally use if I want to shoot for Jazzy Nation TV, my channel. I will get a bigger frame. I'm going to get a bigger frame because this one is small. This one now is looking small, But if I want to shoot for Jazzy Studios, I use this. Yes, this one is big enough for Jazzy Studios. So that is how I shoot my videos. So now we begin. Content creating is all about strategy. You mustn't wait until you have everything that you are looking for. You can start with anywhere you are and what you have. You can start with iPhone 7 or even Android. and shoot. That is for people that are showing their face. But if you're not showing your face, you can do your, even if you can get an Android, you can use it. There are so many things you can do online. YouTube automation, faceless channels are plenty things that you can do. But I'm saying, even if you want to show your face and maybe you don't have all these gadgets, all these stuffs, you can use anything you have. Normally, all these gadgets that you are seeing, all these things are not expensive, so this is not a studio yet, but I'm still using it to create my content. So when I have my studio, all these things will now be well and fully arranged, with some equipment and gadgets. But I started with this. So that is how I shoot my content. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'm here to root for you, all the new content creators, to never give up on your passion. So this is Jazzy, and I am here to teach you everything that has to do with content creating. So you are going to learn from scratch. Thank you very much, and I'm going to see you on my next video. Bye.